What is up, guys? I am back with another Madden 19 rebuild. Today, in this video, we are going to be doing the San Francisco 49ers. In our last video, we did do the Arizona Cardinals. We ultimately failed. We didn't even make the playoffs once, even with that stacked defense, and it was still a great offense. I mean, the only weakness was really the right side of the O-line on that whole team. And even then they were like high 70s. Hopefully we have more luck with the sim in the 49ers rebuild, and maybe we'll get to play some games in our 5th year. Hopefully we can make the playoffs and make this team a Super Bowl champion. Once again, guys, I will be using just the normal head coach of each team, and the head coach of the 49ers is Kyle Shanahan. I'm going to be using the same settings, same sliders, and same XP sliders as last rebuild, and it'll be the same for all rebuilds in the future. And oh yeah, I'm also going to be using the same draft class I did last rebuild. I'm not going to be using draft classes after 2019 because you can't really predict that. I'll just be using the auto-generated rookies. And yeah, guys, that's it. Let's get into the season. Okay, guys, so here is the team we're going to be rebuilding. They have what they think is going to be their franchise quarterback in Jimmy Garoppolo. He is only an 82 right now. He's 26 years old, but he does have the star dev trait, so he will develop a lot quicker than, say, like Josh Rosen, who was only a quick. He started at a 78, I think. And really, the only thing we need to upgrade on this offense would probably be left guard and right guard. Might be able to keep Staley for another season, but he's going to need a replacement soon. He is 34 years old. He does have the quick dev trait, though. I thought he had star. I was going to say star, but he has the quick. He's 34 years old. He's probably going to take a huge point hit, but even then, he'll still be a good left tackle. So we'll probably draft his backup in the next draft, but we'll go left guard or right guard. We'll go guard in the draft. And then Pierre Garcon, he's getting up there in age. He got 32. He's probably going to take a huge point hit. And then Dante Pettis, we're going to want him to progress. He progresses really well in the Sims, so he's going to be really good in this franchise. And we have Jerick McKinnon, Matt Breida, and Alfred Morris. We don't need all three of these guys. I'd rather keep probably... I honestly don't know. We'll probably end up keeping Breida and McKinnon, not Morris. Might just keep all three. Then tight end is good. Fullback is good. Then let's go to the defense. It's a really nice young defense. The only spot I'd say we might need to upgrade is probably corner, because Richard Sherman, he's 29 years old right now. He has a star dev. He's going to take a point hit next season. And we do need a second corner. Jimmy Ward and Quan Williams are not the best second corners in the world. We could probably get like a Trevor Williams in free agency, possibly draft a corner. I want to keep Adrian Colbert because he's got that quick dev and he's only 24, 76 overall. He'll progress well. And then Jaquiski Tart, we'll keep him up there too. He's 26 years old. He'll be good for the whole rebuild pretty much. We got Reuben Foster, DeForest Buckner. Our defensive line, besides our second D tackle, is pretty much untouchable right now. Well, we're not going to be making any changes to our D line except that spot right there. And then we want another right outside linebacker. Malcolm Smith is 29, I believe. Yes, and he's got the normal dev trait. He's not going to be going up from here. So yeah, we need a right outside linebacker, maybe a middle linebacker if Fred Warner doesn't progress, and then a corner, D tackle, maybe, and then guards, maybe another receiver. But yeah, let's just see how this first season goes. Usually in the Sims, I see the Niners go like 6-10 or 7-9. Sometimes better than that, but the lowest we can set our goal is 7 wins. So I'm gonna set the goal at 7 wins. Hopefully, I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's first season. Doesn't really matter how we do. I will see you guys at mid-season to see where we at. Okay, guys, so I got what I think is a great offer from the Cincinnati Bengals, a second-round pick this year and a seventh-round pick next year for Pierre Garçon. He's gonna take a huge hit, so I'd rather have a second-round pick where we could possibly draft his replacement. All right, guys, here we are at mid-season in Week 8. We are 3-4, second in the NFC West. We started out 0-3, I think. Yeah, I think we started out 0-3. We lost the Rams just by 6. If we would have beat the Rams, we would have been in first place in the NFC West. And this team, looking good so far. 80 overall now, just in the first year. Our defense went up 2 overalls. Yeah, we're not looking too bad. We didn't make any more trades. We actually have some players to negotiate. We could probably get Robbie Gould on a 1-year deal. I'll think about that. We're going to get Bradley Pinion back for sure. A young punter with a quick dev trait. Excited to sign such a great offer. Alfred Morris. We're not going to get Alfred Morris back. Jimmy Ward. Yeah, we'll keep Jimmy Ward with a 2-year deal. Yes, I want to sign this player. Yes, sir. Sheldon Ray. Maybe. We have plenty of cap room. We're not gonna keep him. Yeah, and then we can get Will Lutz in free agency, probably. I think that's what we're gonna do. I don't think we're gonna re-sign Robbie Gould. Yeah, I don't think kickers that worth it. That's just gonna regress heavily after this season. So we'll let Robbie Gould walk, and then we're just gonna bring back Bradley Pinion and Jimmy Ward, and that's it. I will see you guys at the end of season 1. Oh my goodness, guys. We went 10-5-1, and we won the NFC West, beating the Rams twice, beating the Seahawks twice, and beating the Cardinals twice. Wow. We're already better than the Cardinals rebuild already. In season 1, didn't have to make any changes other than trading away Pierre Garçon. Wow. That's actually crazy. We won the division with an 80 overall team, but we had an 89 overall team in Arizona that couldn't even make the playoffs. Wow. This is great. This is great. Okay, let's just look at the stats real quick. See how our team did. Jimmy Garoppolo didn't do that great. Yeah, it's not that good. CJ Beathard had to come in for some reason, even though injuries are off. Rushing, Jerick McKinnon over 1,000 yards. Alfred Morris getting more snaps than Matt Breida. Interesting. Matt Breida had the best yard per carry. Receiving, Marquise Goodwin led the team in receptions and receiving yards. Trent Taylor, 800 yards. Not really big plays from these receivers. They're all averaging like 10 yards a catch. 7 touchdowns from George Kittle. George Kittle with a good season. Blocking. O-line did pretty well. Defense, Fred Warner and Malcolm Smith both leading. Or, they're not both leading. Fred Warner's leading the team in tackles. He should be getting an upgrade. Jimmy Ward with 99 tackles from a corner. That's pretty good. Malcolm Smith, he's not going to be staying on this team, I don't think. Or he's not going to be starting for long. Tackles for loss. Eric Armstead. Solomon Thomas up there. Sacks. Reuben Foster with 10.5. And then Eric Armstead with 8. Solomon Thomas 6.5. DeForest Buckner 6.5. Pretty good. Interceptions. Richard Sherman with 3. Malcolm Smith 2. Fred Warner with 2. and Quan Williams with 1. Not a lot of picks. Fred Warner having a really good season as a rookie. Probably going to win Defensive Rookie of the Year. And now let's look at these yearly awards. Blake Bortles wins MVP. With the 14-2 Jaguars, did we have anyone on here? I didn't think so. Coach of the Year, Kyle Shanahan, number 6. Let's go to the NFC Offensive Player of the Year. We had no one. Defensive Player of the Year. We had Fred Warner coming in at number 8. Offensive Rookie of the Year. Dante Pettis coming in at number 7. Defensive Rookie of the Year. Fred Warner. He might have got a dev trait upgrade for that. I think is normal right now. Do we have any other Niners? No, sir. Best QB, I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo will be on here. No. Running back, Jarek McKinnon up there. Best wide receiver. I mean, none of these really matter. Hey guys, I went and checked what Fred Warner's upgrades were looking like, and yes, he did get a development trait increase, and it's up to quick dev now. He got Defensive Rookie of the Year, up in his confidence, and he does have an upgrade point, so we're going to upgrade that field general, make him scheme fit. 77 overall quick, and he's 21 years old. I was thinking we might need to upgrade that position, but Fred Warner is our guy now. I'm liking this team so far. I'm really liking this team. We got upgrades. Kyle Juszczyk. Utility fullback. Scheme fit. He's a star from Harvard. Zone. Keller Witherspoon. How old is he? 23, and he's got a quick dev. I don't think he had that before. That's great, though. DJ Reed, you're not going to play. Dog. Sean Coleman. Alright, we are going to be simming this playoff game, but we're not just going to sim the week. We're going to go into it, and we're going to watch what happens. I'll see you guys once we get into the game. Alright guys, here we are in our very first playoff game. Not just in this rebuild, but any rebuild ever. We're going to be simming it, and I'm just going to skip all these moments. Here, hold on. Yeah, just... And the Vikings, they have a 3-point lead right now. We tie it up with a field goal. Vikings looking like they're going to go down and score. They get a field goal. Can get some points. And we're down 13-3 at half. Oof. We need points. And we do score a touchdown, 13-10. Oh no, they score a touchdown. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's looking like we're going to lose, be eliminated from the playoffs. Our first playoff run. We lose to the Vikings. We lose at home as well. 23-10. Alright guys, so we end up losing our first playoff game. I mean, we can't be too disappointed with this outcome. 10-5-1 in the first season with 81 overall team. That's what it said before. But I don't know why it's not showing it right now. But we were an 81 overall team. I'll take that, I guess, for our first season of the rebuild. We got some upgrades to make. Adrian Colbert going up. Already up to a 79. I'm pretty sure he was a 76 at the start of the season. Oops. Didn't mean to click on that. And then we got a bunch of scrubs. We'll just auto upgrade them. And that's it for our postseason run. I will show you guys the winner of the Super Bowl. Okay guys, so this is the outcome of the Super Bowl. The Jacksonville Jaguars beat the Eagles 28-24 with a fourth quarter comeback. They were down 24-14. I will see you guys in free agency, because free agency is first before the draft. And I'll see you guys then. See who we pick up. Alright guys, here we are in free agency. The only guys I really like there were Trevor Williams, because we don't really have too many holes in this team. other than corner, because Richard Sherman's gonna start regressing really bad soon, and then we need that second corner. Trevor Williams is our guy, and then we got rid of Robbie Gould, and I wanted to get a younger kicker in there who will develop well. Aldrich Rosas, 24 years old. He only has a normal dev trait right now, but I mean, he's a kicker. It's not too big a deal, but we're the only one bidding for him. And then for Trevor Williams, Redskins are always overpaying for everyone in Madden. It was even like that in last year. Same with the Dolphins. It's them too, always ruining everything. Look at the difference between them and the Chiefs. I had to way overpay for Trevor Williams. I mean, he's like the best corner out there, but still, we got to get him. We got to pay for him. Got to pay a lot for him. Aldrich Rosas. We're going to get him too, hopefully. I will show you guys next week if we do get any of these guys. Hopefully both of them. I'll see you then. Okay, guys, so I have good news. We got both of them. Usually, or not usually, but from my experience, Trevor Williams oftentimes rejects me and makes me upset. But we do have our kicker, and now we got that second corner to strengthen that defense even more. I don't know why our offense went down to... Oh, our right guard is gone. So we'll probably need to draft right guard in the first round. It's probably what we're going to end up doing in the first round of the draft. Maybe left guard? Maybe get a right guard somewhere else? I don't know yet. I will show you guys what I end up doing in the draft once I get there. See you then. Alright guys, here we are at the end of the draft. With our first round pick, we picked the GOAT himself, Michael Jordan, out of Ohio State. 77 normal, left guard. There were no more right guard first round talent guys, so just went with Michael Jordan, left guard, to fill that spot. And then in the second round, our right guard that we wanted was gone, so we went with right outside linebacker Andrew Van Ginkel, and he's a 78 normal. That is very good. And then we got Chris Johnson. I saw him still sitting there. And then he's a 79 overall star. Wow. We have Adrian Colbert, that's his name, right, at free safety right now, but we're going to start Chris Johnson over him. He's got a star dev trait. He's going to be like Marvell Tell from last Cardinals rebuild. It's going to be great. And then Craig Sands, 73 quick. It was an alright pick. If he had normal dev trait, it probably would have been really bad. Third round, though, we got a good second D tackle. Pierce McKnight in the late fourth round. We got our right guard, 76 normal. That is a very good pick for the fourth round. And then we didn't have a fifth round pick. Then in the sixth round pick, this dude was like, I forgot what round value he was, but he was sitting there. And now I know why he wasn't being picked, because he's a 72 normal. And then we had a seventh round pick, but we just traded it for a sixth round pick next year, which I thought was better than having a seventh round pick that will never play. And yeah, that is a pretty solid draft. No 80s, but Chris Johnson, 79 star. And then we have filled a lot of holes in our team. Hopefully we can make the playoffs again. I will see you guys at the beginning of season 2. See you later. Alright guys, here we are at the beginning of season 2, and I just noticed something. Joe Staley retired, so we have no left tackle. We have a 68 overall at left tackle. I wish I would have noticed that. It's just my fault. That's my fault. Oh man. I mean, the rest of the O-line is young and good, but that's really bringing our overall down. On the bright side, our defense is looking really good. Start Chris Johnson, please. We'll put Adrian Colbert on the trade block because we could probably get a lot for him. Then we got Richard Sherman at 89. We got Trevor Williams. Then we got this dude, Kello Witherspoon. He's got a quick dev trait, 76 overall. He should be getting up there now. Then we got Tort still at strong safety, Reuben Foster, Fred Warner, and then Andrew Van Ginkel, Solomon Thomas, Buckner. We got our rookie D tackle in there, Eric Armstead. This defense, we're probably not going to make any more changes. Might draft a corner, but that's really it. Maybe a second D tackle if this guy doesn't really work out, but he's got the quick dev trait, so he should be getting up in overall. Yeah, this defense is looking really good right now. Offense, we just need a left tackle and then probably a center soon. Maybe another receiver. Left tackle and receiver, mostly what we need. Yeah, that's pretty much it. This team is pretty good. So our season goal, I want to set it at 9 wins. That first season might have been a fluke, so I don't want to get too excited over that. Our team is better than last season, so theoretically we should be doing better than last season. But I'll put our record or our goal record at 9-7, maybe 9-6-1. Yep. And I will see you guys at mid-season to update you on how things are going. Okay, guys, here we are at mid-season. We are 1-5. Something I would have expected last season, but we got an 87 defense now. A lot better than last year. I mean, the sim doesn't always make that much sense. Whatever, though. Second season, mid-season, doesn't look like we're going to make the playoffs. Let's see who we have to re-sign. DeForest Buckner, of course. Eric Armstead, of course. Matt Breida, probably. And the rest of these guys, probably not. Yeah. Just Buckner, Breida, and Armstead. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Buckner, come back, boy. Oh my goodness. He's a star, Eric Armstead. What a beast. Just upgrade this a little bit so he'll accept it. There you go. Matt Breida. 5-year deal. Sure thing. Only normal dev trait. Pretty sure he had a quick dev. Don't be a little baby about it. Just accept the deal. Garrett Selleck, no. Ronald Blair, no. Yeah, we're not going to bring any of these guys back. We're still going to need to negotiate DeForest Buckner and then Matt Breida. I will do that before the season ends. Yeah, we're 1-5. Oh, we got trade offers for Colbert. Let's see these. Really take anything, really. So it's 2020 draft. I mean, they're not offering that much. I mean, I don't know why. He's a good safety. We'll probably take that Carolina because trade deadline is next week. We'll take that Carolina offer right now. Might as well get something because he's not playing really. He's still upgrading. Yeah, we'll accept this Carolina offer. Just get some more picks, and then I will see you guys at the end of the season to see where we're at. Alright guys, here we are at the end of Season 2. We finished the season 4-12. That is really, really bad. The Cardinals actually started out 7-1 and finished 9-7. Classic Cardinals. That's something that would happen in our rebuild. We have an 83 offense and an 89 defense. I mean, our O-line's confidence is just destroyed. I'm assuming he just allowed so many sacks. Yeah, that's what we're going to get in the draft. We're just going to get a left tackle. And then, yeah, that's really all we need, pretty much. But 4-12, it's really putting these guys' confidence down. But I just saw Chris Johnson has four skill points. What did he get that for? He got a superstar dev trait. He got defensive rookie of the year and a Pro Bowl appearance. Chris Johnson. Wow. What a pick. What a pick, man. It's like Marvell Tell, but low-key better. Low-key better than Marvell Tell. Maybe not low-key. Maybe high-key. Marvell Tell was in 89 after his rookie year. Jeez, man. Defensive rookie of the year. He's a superstar now. He's a superstar. Let's look at the stats. Let us look at his stats. Jimmy Garoppolo, a lot better than last year. Not a lot, but still better than last year. Jarek McKinnon, sharing a lot more carries with Breida now. Receiving, Marquise Goodwin, Dante Pettis, It's really spread out between those three receivers. George Kittle having another great year. Not great, but good year. Solid year. Blocking. I expected a lot more from Coleman, but that's still a lot of sacks to give up in a season. Not great. Fred Warner, another great year. 133 tackles, 10 tackles for loss, 2.5 sacks, and an interception. 14 tackles for loss for Eric Armstead. Lots of tackles for loss for this team. And then the sacks are returning with DeForest Buckner with 10 sacks from the D tackle position. Eric Armstead with 9.5, Solomon Thomas 6.5, Reuben Foster with 6.5, Fred Warner with 2.5, and then the interceptions, not a lot. Ahkello Witherspoon 2, Fred Warner with 1, Chris Johnson with 1, Jaquiski Tart with 1. Only one corner getting interceptions. No Richard Sherman, no Trevor Williams. They're making the big bucks to get those picks, and they're not getting any. Aldrich Rosas only kicking 68%. Not ideal. Yep. I think, yeah. He won the Rookie of the Year, Defensive Rookie of the Year. MVP, of course, we're not going to have anyone. Not going to have Coach of the Year either. Offensive Player of the Year, Jimmy Garoppolo at number 8. That's good to see. Defensive Player of the Year, no one. Offensive Rookie of the Year, no. Defensive Rookie of the Year, of course, Chris Johnson. We already knew that. 89 overall now. Also, guys, as I was upgrading my players, DeForest Buckner had a skill point, and I noticed he went up to a star. That is what I expect him to be at. He was quick for some reason, even though he was like an 88, and he was progressing pretty fast. Now he's a star. Let's see what he got. Yeah, he got that star dev at the end of the season. Yeah, it's great, great. This defense is great. Offense, young Marquise Goodwin might start regressing. Yeah, he's a 29. We'll probably draft a receiver in the second round, but right now our main concern is that left tackle position. And we'll see, like in free agency, if there's any receivers that we could sign and then get rid of Marquise Goodwin. But yeah, I will see you guys at the Super Bowl. Alright guys, so here we are at the Super Bowl of year 2, and as you guys can see, the Jaguars go back to back, beating the Saints, and they win their second Super Bowl. New Orleans Saints putting up 25 points, and the Jacksonville Jaguars have 28, obviously. Yep, free agency's next. I'm going to sim to that, and I'll show you guys who I'm going after. Alright guys, so here we are at free agency. Myles Jack back in the free agency class like he was with our last rebuild in the Arizona Cardinals. We do have Fred Warner, but Myles Jack, just a year older, 15 points higher. Might as well try and get that. He had no bids for him, so I just put in a good offer, 104 points. And then we're also going for Tyler Boyd. We're in the lead for that by far. Hopefully, maybe trading Marquise Goodwin. Get Tyler Boyd, Dante Pettis, and then we have Trent Taylor, who's like a 78, 79. And we'll have like solid receiving core. But the only other receiver that was really decent was Emmanuel Sanders, and he's 33 years old, so I'm not going to go for that. Myles Jack and Tyler Boyd, those are going to be our only guys that we're going after for this free agency. I will see you guys next week to see if we get them. Alright guys, so here you can see Myles Jack did accept our contract. That is huge. We now have a 93 defense. Fred Warner. We might have to change to like a 3-4. Maybe a base 3-4. We need to play both of them. We really do. Because we don't have a good second D tackle. Let me see. Maybe a base 3-4. 87%. Multiple base 3-4. Yeah, let's just go base 3-4. And I don't think that should change too much. Ooh, Richard Sherman's down to an 86 now. What does our safety need to be to... Oh, he needs to be a run support. Oh, he already needed that. I guess his confidence is just bringing him down. Still need field generals. Yeah, it's pretty much all the same. Wait, what are the ends now? They're run stoppers instead of speed rushers. Alright, that's not too bad. Eric Armstead, a superstar. Dang, Eric Armstead is a superstar now. Miles Jack is a star. This is great. And we still have yet to get Tyler Boyd. He's still thinking about it, I guess. So we'll just sim real quick, see if we get Tyler Boyd. Come to the 49ers, Mr. Boyd. Let's see. And he did reject our thing. I guess we might draft a receiver. Maybe trade for one. We'll see. I'm just going to sim to the draft. I will see you guys when it's over. Okay, guys. Here is our insane draft. We had the 3rd pick in the draft. And with our first pick, we got an 83 overall left tackle with a quick dev trait. What a pick, man. He's even a scheme fit. That is so crazy. And then in the 2nd round, we got Ronnie Doolittle, the cornerback, 80 overall quick dev trait in the 2nd round. This draft class must have been stacked. And then with our 3rd round pick, we got Sean Douglas, just a normal D tackle with a 78 overall. And then honestly, after that, I simmed the draft. I was like, this is all we need. And then CPU just picked all of these guys. A bunch of scrubs. Yeah, that was a really good draft. Whew. I am hyped. I will see you guys at the beginning for Season 3. Alright, guys, here we are at the beginning of Season 3. We have an 86 overall team, 85 offense, 93 defense, man. This O-line, super young, super talented. Except our center, he's 29 years old, still an 80 overall, so might need to replace him in the next draft. Other than that, our offense is settled. We'll probably need another receiver because we only have 3 decent ones, and Pierre Garcon's gone. Marquise Goodwin is regressing, and then this is defense, man. Woo! Chris Johnson already a 90 overall. He's a superstar. Strong safety, we got... keep forgetting his first name, dude. Jaquiski Tart went down to a normal. That's actually kind of upsetting. Still an 87 overall, though. Then we got Alex Van Ginkel. Or Andrew Van Ginkel. Miles Jack, Fred Warner, and Reuben Foster, dude. This linebacker core is pretty scary. Pretty scary. Miles Jack got him in free agency. Then this D-line, Eric Armstead, Solomon Thomas, DeForest Buckner. We even got that 78 D tackle if we need to play a 4-3. But I think I'd rather play the 3-4 and get Fred Warner. Fred Warner, he's a star now. Or was he? Did he turn to a star? I don't know if I showed that. But Richard Sherman, Trevor Williams. Probably should start Trevor Williams over him. Doolittle, the guy we drafted. And then Witherspoon. Actually, I'm going to put Richard Sherman on the trade block. I kind of want to get Doolittle and Witherspoon more playing time. So, Richard Sherman, you can go. Oh, man. This is actually insane. CJ Beathard, even a 72. He's been progressing, even though he hasn't been playing. Who's this guy? We drafted him, apparently. But yeah, I think our season goal, 4-12 last year. Let's get like 9 wins. I think we'll do better than that, but just setting a low goal, get that XP. And yeah, let's get into this 3rd season.